Welcome everyone. So we're gonna get started on our November bullet journal spread. The theme for this month, I decided to go with a Disney princess theme. So right now I'm just using my Staedtler pigment liner in 1.0 to draw in the boxes for the monthly calendar. And then I'm using the same pen to write out the word November for the top of the monthly calendar. And I'm kind of doing bubbly letters, which I'll fill in later just to make it a little bit thicker. And on the bottom right hand corner is where I usually put in the next month, just so if I need to refer to a date, I have it on the same page. And then I'm writing my monthly goals on the right hand side as well, using a silver Posca paint pen to write in hello for Hello November and the goals in monthly goals. And here I'm just using a kind of like a rosy acrylograph pen from Archer and Olive to sketch in the hearts. And then I started with a blue for the little circles, but then I didn't like how it looked, so then I went with like a gray polka dot kind of theme. And then I'm using the same pink Archer and Olive acrylograph pen to sketch in little circles for where the dates would go, and then using a black Posca paint pen I'm just going over and writing in the dates. And then I'm using these really cute Disney princesses from David Gilson that I found on Pinterest, and I just printed it out and cut them, and I'm going to just tape them in with the Sunday glue tape. And it's really easy, you just use it like a little whiteout, but instead of a whiteout it's tape, so it makes everything super easy and you don't have to use a glue stick. So for this page I am starting with my habit tracker, which is the same thing that I did in the previous spread, and I like putting all of the monthly dates for each of the habits that I want to track. And I decided to use the Staedtler pigment liner, but afterwards I realized it probably would have been better to use like a thinner pen, but it's okay. And then I'm just coloring it in with the Staedtler pigment liner in 1.0 in black. And then for the next page I'm doing my mood tracker, and I found this really cute mood tracker by, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right, but Planiel on Instagram. And I decided to sketch out the same thing that she has, which is all of the Disney princesses, and then with the blank faces. And then on the top right hand corner, if you can see in pencil, I'll trace it in later, there's different expressions like super happy or neutral, sad, and then angry. So depending on which day, what mood I feel, I'll end up drawing in the faces to each of the Disney princesses. And I thought it was just a super cute idea, so credit goes out to her. And then these stickers are from who that does art on Instagram, and she's so sweet, and I asked if she could make her prints of the people of color and Disney princesses form into little sticker sheets, and she did it for me, and I thought that was the whole inspiration behind this November bullet journal spread. And now I'm just using an Archer and Olive acrylograph pen in that same rose goldy pink color to color in for where I'm going to add what habits that I want to track. And I decided afterwards that I kind of wanted to bring in the gray theme from the gray and pink theme from the earlier page. So I did a kind of like ombre effect from pink to gray. And afterwards I'm going to use a Posca paint pen in black to type in the different habits that I want to track. So I ended up forgetting of which habits that I wanted to track, so I just filled it in as I remembered. And then the next page I'm going to do my water intake. I've been really bad with drinking water and I really wanted to up my game, so I'm using that. And on the right hand page it's going to be more personal, so I always cover it, and I'm using a silver Posca paint pen to color in the headers, and this is where I'm going to type in the amount of water bottles and the days of the week, using some washi tape to kind of decorate the extra pages. And then the next page is the books to read spread, and I like to add what books that I want to read for the month, just to keep track of upcoming releases or books that intrigue me and I find interesting, so I don't also forget that I really wanted to read this book. So I like to add books on the bookshelf with little knickknacks and then write in the titles later. And on the right hand side, I am continuing on with the sleep tracker. I did it for October and really liked it, really liked seeing where I could probably improve my sleep. And this time I'm going vertical, and when I'm typing in or writing in the hours instead of horizontal, because when I did it last month it kind of looked a little bit wobbly, but I think it turned out way better this time and I really like how it turned out. And I'm just writing in all the titles of the books that I really want to read, and I don't add the ones that I finished in October. I also leave a couple blank just in case there's new upcoming releases or something that I didn't remember. And now I'm starting on the weekly spread, and for that I'm going to do a new princess for each week. For this one I chose Princess Jasmine and Aladdin, and I found these really cute stickers on Amazon, and I used it for my kindergarten class, and I had extra left over because the year was over and I'm not teaching this year, so I decided to use them in my bullet journal. And I also using the Huda Does Art People of Color Disney Princesses stickers. And then I typed or wrote out A Whole New World and drew in the Sultan and Aladdin. I don't remember where I saw this on Pinterest, but if anybody knows, you can let me know and I'll add the credit where it's due. But I kind of sketched it out, and then using a silver Posca paint pen, drawing in little stars to represent a whole new world when they go on the magic carpet, right? I thought it was so cute. And then using a Archer and Olive acrylograph pen in the Tropical series. It's more like a minty color, and I thought it would go really nice with, because Jasmine's outfit is more of that tealy color. And then using my Posca paint pen in black to write in cursive the days of the week, notes, and the numbers as well. For the next page I decided to go with the Beauty and the Beast theme, and I am basically using a ruler to divide in the sections. And then on the left hand side I decided to write in a quote in this kind of calligraphy cursive handwriting with a bunch of leaves that are falling down, and it basically reads, "He fell into despair and lost all hope, for who could ever learn to love a beast?" And I thought that was just so I love that quote, so I decided to type it in, or write it in. I don't know why I keep on saying type it in, but write it in my bullet journal, and then do a bunch of roses and vines and leaves for decoration on the right hand side. And then using my Staedtler pigment liner just to fill in the lettering. After I'll fill in the lettering with the Staedtler pigment liner, I'm just going to use my acrylograph paint pen from Archer and Olive in this rosy pink color. It's really pretty, to do the block lettering of the days of the week, and then using my Posca paint pen to write in cursive the days of the week as well as the numbers of the week. And then for the next weekly spread I decided to go with Tangled or Rapunzel, and I drew in a bunch of lanterns and flowers on the left hand side to go along with the theme, and I drew in the flower that's used, that Mother Gothel uses, on the right hand side on the bottom. And the quote that is said to go from the movie is, "I promise, and when I promise something I never ever break that promise, ever." And then using acrylograph pen in this purple color, and then the Posca paint pen to write in the days of the week as I did before. Now for the next spread, I decided to go with in the frog, and the quote that I decided to use is, "If you do your best each and every day, good things are sure to come your way," which I thought was really powerful. And then on the right hand side, just it did a lot of breakfast items like pancakes and honey and beignets, which he's known for. And then the last spread is it was only 2 days because the week was short. Decided to use this really pretty print from Willow S. Linda from Tumblr. So I just printed it out and taped it in with the glue tape, and then used a light pink for the Sunday and Monday. And then I realized I forgot to do that for the previous spread, so I did that with the Archer and Olive pen in like this olive green color. And then I put in flounder and decided to go back and color in all my drawings. So here I'm coloring in all the princesses, and I'm using the Caran d'Ache luminous color pencils, as well as a combination with the Faber-Castell Polychromos. And then afterwards I trace all of my drawings with the black Posca paint pen just to make the drawings pop. You can really tell right after I used it how the drawings really come to life. So I like doing that after every time I use color pencils. And then I also color in the drawings for like Aladdin and the Sultan, and then I added a little bit more pop of color to the background for the Aladdin spread. And now I'm just coloring the roses and doing this little detail work in the back of the roses to give that stained glass mosaic kind of feel. And then I'm coloring in the lanterns and the flower that Mother Gothel used. And I was trying to use the silver Posca paint pen, and then it didn't really come out right, so I ended up using the black Posca paint pen afterwards to color over it. And here's where I had the most trouble with coloring. I don't know why, but I ended up doing it multiple times and then using the black Posca paint pen to trace over it. We're just gonna do the final flip through. First, I'm gonna start off with the previous month, October. So this is the calendar spread. Everything's gonna be filled out with the habit tracker, mood tracker. This is how the productivity tracker ends up looking like with all the little icons. And then my water intake was really bad, but it's okay. Let's skip over that really quickly. The books I've read, my sleep, and then the weekly spread with my basically to-do list for every day of the week. And I think it came out really cute. Then for the November flip through, we start off with the beautiful calendar of November. Then we flip to the habit tracker and mood tracker, and everything I did with the color pencils, I did spray fixative on top so the color doesn't bleed on the other page. I added a couple of little more details like stickers, and I put some more detailing in some of the weekly spreads because I figured it kind of looked a little bit empty, like here with the polka dots on Rapunzel's page, and then some polka dots here for the princess and the frog themed weekly spread. And that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.